Hello followers and welcome back to Soaring No Longer 2, and today we're going to be heading out and hopefully trying to track down some diamonds and trying to make the diamond block. So as you can see off camera, I've done a ton of work. I've been a busy little bee in doing a bunch of stuff. I've moved some stuff over from here. Still got some junky chests over here with some stuff left in, but I can move those over when I have a bit more time. So I enchanted some armor, which, you know, it's a lot of projectile protection, that's for sure. But maybe if I can get enough diamonds. I actually found these over at What Lies Below. There's actually a ton that I did off camera. The first thing I did is I moved the stuff over here. I moved the furnaces and the crafting table, the brewing stand, and I put these chests here, dropped the anvil down there, and that kind of thing. And I went back to What Lies Below, and all I did basically was in the entrance area there was a bunch of iron. I mined it up. I got about 20 pieces because I knew I needed some more iron for some iron picks. So I went and did that, and I got some iron picks, and I've enchanted them, and we've had some good luck. I have 2 fortune picks right here. Both got level 12, and I got these, Efficiency 2 and Breaking 2, Fortune 1, Efficiency 2 and Fortune 1. So what we're going to do is combine these on the anvil, and then we might get a Fortune 2, which is what I'm hoping, which is going to be a big boost over Fortune 1. So I also went back to the Menacing, was it the Menacing Depths? No, actually, I think I did it all at What Lies Below, because there were some oak trees over there at What Lies Below. I was attempting to try and get some apples, but unfortunately I couldn't get any. I don't know whether that's been changed to make sure you don't get any or not, but I'll continue my search for that a little later. So the things that I've also done is obviously I've made the armor. I found those over there. At What Lies Below. It was that chest we saw in the box above the platforms. I didn't get into any fights, so I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. I wasn't in any real danger. I've organised all my armour and battle signs and arrows and whatnot into this chest, organised my potions, and I think that's just about it really. That's about all I've done. So without further ado, let's combine these guys. So we can get Fortune 2, we get Efficiency 3, Unbreaking 2, Fortune 2, and that costs us 26 levels. Well, I do have a bunch of these enchanting bottles, so I guess I can use these to get up to that level, and then we're going to hopefully find some diamonds. So we need to get to level 26. Now I know it starts costing more when you go above level 17. And I'm going to run pretty much out of enchanting bottles, so if I get enough diamonds for a diamond pick, it's not going to have the best enchant on it, I don't think. So, 26 levels, done. I'm going to use this as my main pick, this is my special pick. I'm going to put those away. Let's put the bottle of enchantings down here. These can be some spare picks if we need them. Fire resist, 3 minutes. Let's extend that with some redstone. Still had, actually no, let's leave it because I have those in there. So let's get those brewing up. Where's my redstone? Right there. Let's pop you in here. So we need to find some diamonds, but I also want to go after some leather for our item frames right here. So let's go do that first while those potions are brewing up. And I believe it was in Menacing Depths. On the surface there were some cows, so we can take out those cows with this knockback 2 fire aspect 2 sword and hopefully bring back some leather. There's a ton of cows available around here, so come on cow. Fortunately this thing doesn't have looting on it, so we're at a disadvantage there, but never mind. I get a piece of leather off that? No, just beef. I know the cows don't have the best luck when it comes to stuff. What the heck are they? Fire charges over there? There we go, got some leather off that guy. I only need 3 pieces of leather, I don't need many. Just enough to make the item frames up. Man, these cows, man. Terrible when it comes to dropping things. I get a lot of beef off them, but I'm not crazy about beef. I don't really need it right now. I have a ton of chicken back. In fact, no, it's in my inventory. Using it. Nope, you didn't drop anything. Come on, Mr. Cow, please drop something for me. Did you drop anything? No. I want to save some cows though. I do want to save some for there we go. I got 2 pieces off him, I think. I want to save some in case I want to come back here and breed them for food because they have a high saturation food rating. So that's something to bear in mind. So they're done. So let's put you in here. I have a ton of redstone. I'm not worried about it that much, to be honest. So let's put you in here. Steaks are a food product. Do I have a place for food? Must be in one of those chests over here. Alright, let's put those in there. So, what was I going to do now? Oh yes, craft up some item frames. Now, where did I leave my wood? I guess I must have put it in one of the chests over here. Oh, here's some. So, I'm not entirely sure how many sticks I'm going to need. It's 8 sticks per item frame, isn't it? Or something like that. So, that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, and that's 4. There. Nicely worked out for me there. So, let's make up these item frames. Sorry this is not the most interesting thing, and this is just base work, but I thought I would bring you in before I kind of got too carried away and started doing too much. So we've got our item frames. I only needed 3, but now we have a spare one. Let's put you in here. So this is going to be picks. So why don't we just put in our... Actually, a bottle of enchanting might be a little better. Put a bottle of enchanting in that one. This one's potions. I never use night vision, so I can put night vision in there. And this one is armor and weapons. I'm never going to use that stone sword, so let's put that stone sword in there. That's a bit better organised now. I think that pretty much covers it in terms of what I was looking to do. Yeah. So we just need to get that potion, because we might need it. I'm going to put the fire resistance guys away. I'm going to need some more torches, so why don't we use up the last piece of this wood and break these down for torches right here. And oh, my coal's in the furnace, isn't it? Got some iron left. And let's put the iron away, and let's get some more wood with us, so that I'll just have some spare in case we're going to need more than 50. I imagine we will, so let's make up some more. There we go, that's better. Alrighty, so I think we're pretty much ready now to head down. So I think what we'll do is head on down. The sun is going down, so what I'll do now, I think, is we'll wait up here until the sun goes down and I will sleep, and then we will head down. So I will be right back, guys. Okay, so I'm back, guys, descending down the waterfall from the spaceship, I believe it is. I'm ready to hopefully find some diamonds and finish this area off. To be honest, I'm not too happy about coming back here. I had a real tough time with this before, but I think with the gear I've got now, and particularly the sword and the knockbacks here, I think I should be okay. Man, I'm getting some lag. I'm not sure why. But it's never good when you get lag, that's for sure. So let me see. Let's head down here. Almost looks like I've got smooth lighting turned off. Oh, I do. Let's put smooth lighting on. I always think it looks a bit nicer. That cat's going to keep any creepers away. So I remember that there was a cave entrance down here. I don't know how Paul puts up with that. I really don't. Why is there all these torches here? I'll take some of those back. Oh, that cobweb's still here. Oops, no, I don't want to drink a potion. No, I don't want to drink the potion. Well, this thing's got enough durability left on it. Let's get rid of these cobwebs. Just at least here and here. Ah, this is where it caved in, wasn't it, when that TNT bomb went off? I don't know if that was an arrow or not. Rather not be shot off here, thanks. That's not fish, that's cracked. That is though. Oops, nope, wrong tool. I never know how to deal with fish really. I struggle to change my tools quick enough. Got a lot more torches than I did before. I don't think much is chilling down here now. Just a bunch of junk in here. Ah, this is where that lava thing was. There's a zombie down there. So is here where we're meant to go? Ah, he's just gone in that stone block. It figures. You see, I don't know if there's going to be a creeper down there. Well, let's just get away from it. I want to make sure that there's no spawners around. Oh, that's a spawner. What's that? Cave spider. Nasty. Ugh. Should have brought my milk with me. But they are gonna just fall off, I believe. Because their pathfinding is rubbish. So this is the Fortune 2 pick, right? How many's that got me? 5. So we're going to need to head over to the cave spiders. There's another spawner over there. What is that? I believe that's Blaze. This place is making me nervous because we're so close to the void. There was the spiders. Yeah, this place is making me a little too nervous at the minute. I'm going to need some building blocks. Wood is probably not the best building block, I have to be perfectly honest. But I don't know what they've got. I think it's jump boost, which is even worse. Right, get out of here, vines. Nobody wants you. Yeah, they have jump boost on them, which I have to be honest, I'm not crazy about. Let's put up some walls here, at least to prevent us from falling off. Yeah, they're getting really close now, so we're gonna have to be careful of that. I think they have a faster spawning rate. Ow! Oh man, they really hurt. Let's get that regen going. Oh man, they really do pack a punch. See if that can help stop the spawning a little. Are they above me? Oh man, if they are above me. Is that just a regular spider? Eesh. I don't like this. Nope. It's not what I want to do. Bow is going to be vital. Alright. Right, he's gone. He's spawned. No! Ah! Well guys, that looks to be it. I've obviously died in Soaring No Longer 2 now, and being as it was on hardcore mode, I can't recover that. I don't do backups, which is why this video will be going live. I don't believe in that. If I die, I die. But I would like to dedicate the end of this video to ColdFusionGaming, and try and give some advice as a fellow map maker to this map for when he decides to tweak it. I know he's going to tweak it in 1.5 to bring it up to compatibility. So one of the things that I thought about, so this is basically, before I get into all of this, this is basically like a mini post-mortem over in my test world of what I thought about the parts of the map that I did, and what I think could be improved, and what I felt was good about it. So basically, what I thought was good about it is I like the area design. I like the areas that were chosen, the maps that were kind of provided. I know ColdFusionGaming had a hard time trying to mould his designs into what was already given through the worlds, which is kind of a hard thing to do. And I felt that he did it well. It's nice to see some of the old worlds be brought back for this return, basically, in that map. And I also felt that the command block teleport idea was a very good idea. I like the whole plot line with the aliens and the creepers destroying the worlds and that. I really like that. But I felt that some of the gameplay aspects were not what I was going to be expecting. Notably, I think next time I would go a bit easier on the custom mobs. I noticed a lot of custom mobs, and a lot of them were very, very hard to deal with, particularly the cave spiders at the end there. Near Void, I don't think, as particularly being as this map was on hardcore, that was a good idea. And I don't want to criticise here. I want to give you some constructive criticism to help you try and make the map better. I don't want it to sound like I'm hating on it, because I am definitely not hating on it at all. And I like to try and approach this here in a way in my post-mortems that I don't appear as if I'm criticising, because I'm not, and I don't want to kind of give hate. I want to make that clear and known right now. One thing I also felt was some areas I got lost in. I didn't kind of follow it properly. Like the Menacing Depths, I got lost in there. Maybe being as it was redstone and netherrack and nether brick, those kind of colours of blocks, I would have put a different method of showing the direction to the wool in there, rather than using redstone torches, because they didn't really stand out, especially when you were trying to fight invisible blazers, which I'm not the biggest fan of personally. You kind of lose your markings, and if you knock one down while in combat, then you're going to get all turned around down there. I think in the Tower of Power one, go a little bit easier on the gas at the start, man. They blew up the signs, which meant I couldn't do the area properly. Arguably, that was perhaps my fault for loitering around too much in the tower, but that's something I would consider. Maybe doing it as a command block surrounded in bedrock instead might be a better idea. I think beyond that, the spawn was tough. But I think the spawn was okay. I think that you kind of got the balance right with that area. The Menacing Depths, if you had a clearer way to the wool, there was fire resistance pots in there, so you would have been fine in that area. I've already explained what I thought about the Tower of Power one. The fourth dungeon, I have to be honest, I didn't like that, but that's because I don't like that style of gameplay. Thin passages over void, I'm not the biggest fan of. That area would probably be much better suited to another player. I don't believe that areas like that with so much void and thin platforms should be in a hardcore map. I don't know whether... I know there was a bunch of versions produced and there were easier versions, but I think that making the difficulty just be able to be toggleable or optionally modded to hardcore might be a better idea, because if I was to replay this map again, I would probably do it on normal, because although I did get pretty far on hardcore and there was only one wool missing, I had a feeling that throughout the map the difficulty curve went up and down a little, and sometimes the gear you had wasn't really sufficient for what you were taking on. Maybe it was because I was being conservative on my gear, I'm not sure. But even with the gear I had in the Menacing Depths, I still found it really, really hard. I didn't obviously get the diamond and the emerald blocks, so I can't really comment on those. And I didn't do the last area, so I don't know what was in that area. But they were really the main things that I need to pass on here. I hope that you found those things useful about the map. I think that maybe losing some of the stuff, particularly cave spiders and witches right now, are, in my map certainly, until later areas, are a no-go, and that's simply because witches have a very high poison ability. That's what I noticed in the first dungeon. Witches and angry zombie pigmen in dungeon 1, not what I would say would be the greatest of ideas. The pigmen were okay because they have poor pathfinding, but witches and was it charged creepers? I don't think there was charged creepers, but there was speed creepers in there. Creepers got a major damage increase in 1.3, and that makes them very, very hard to deal with. Other than naturally spawned creepers, I would not start using them until later in a map. But I know here that there is not 16 walls, so you are limited to what you can play around with in how the difficulty curve goes. But that's what I felt. And witches at the minute with their poison buffs, 30 seconds of poison can be a little too much, but that's not something that you've done at all. That's just witches in general. That's how they're hard-coded. I would avoid witches until perhaps maybe Dungeon 5 or something. And certainly cave spiders, and they are really buggy right now. They're really buggy, but they are a bit weird, and I felt that whatever they had on them, they clearly had knockback, jump boost, speed I believe they had on them. And I know they had low hit points, but with that kind of speed and jump boost, and certainly the knockback ability, it made them incredibly hard to hit, and you were brought down to half HP anyway, and unless I had that regeneration potion, I would have been left with half a heart and probably been killed anyway. So that's something that I would look into. Those cave spiders around the diamonds, not the biggest fan of. I have to be honest, they were very, very hard, and I don't think many people will be able to really do that area without having a fully constructed tunnel, which in most Let's Plays, unless you're Zistow, who everybody loves Zistow and that's part of his technique, bridging and tunneling is not well received in Let's Plays. It's not well regarded at all. I've been criticised for it in the past, and I try to avoid it. I'm not that kind of player. I like to adventure and go out and do things, and I feel that being on hardcore myself lately has actually sort of hampered my ability to really go out there and adventure, which is why after the next Let's Play, Spellbound Caves, I'm going to be dropping down to either hard or normal mode depending on the map, and going from there, because I want to kind of not be more reckless, but at least not have to fear that I'm going to die around the corner. So that's why I'm doing that. But I think that pretty much covers everything I want to say about the map. Obviously I can't comment on the last area because I didn't do that, but I'm sure other people have completed the map. I wish you luck with your 1.5 patch to it. I know what it feels like patching maps. Just done it with Jungle Terror, and I've also just done it with Tiger Tantrums as well. But I just feel that perhaps maybe there was a few things that could have been changed. So well done, ColdFusion. You killed me for the first time in any custom map. First hardcore death, first death in general in a custom map. But at least it was one that I could be proud of. Fighting against those cave spiders being nearly impossible. But I'm proud of what I managed to do. And I hope that you make some more good maps in the future. I wish you luck. And I thank you for providing what I felt was a good map, but needed a few improvements. I don't know how the beta on the map went. I know that you did offer a beta, but I don't think many people signed up for it, and certainly they didn't play the harder version. So I know you went some way to addressing the problems in the rebalanced version, and I think that did address some of the problems, but some of them were just still not quite right. But I hope that you don't take this as hate. To everybody else, I am disabling comments on this video because I know what's going to happen with stuff on this video. With people, right, gone back in range now. There are going to be people who are going to be sad and whatever throughout this, but really don't be, honestly. I had fun with the map, which was what was important. Alright, I've died, so what? I enjoyed the map, and that was what was important. So that's something that I am going to hold in good stead for future maps. I've learned some things and got some more experience, and I'm happy about it. Sorry if you wanted to see the finale of this series, so did I. I wanted to beat the map just as much as the next man, but it was not to be this time, unfortunately. But I hope that you'll join me still, and you'll watch my other content, and I'm going to be heading into the Spellbound Caves very shortly to do that series, and that's going to be the last hardcore super hostile that I'm going to be doing. After that we're going to drop down to normal mode. So I've already started to do it with the Jungle Terror DevCom. I dropped down to normal on that, and I've enjoyed that, I think, a lot more than I would have enjoyed playing it on hardcore. Because if I'd have died in that series, there's so much I want to say about things I feel like I could have missed out on that, and then that wouldn't have been the most enjoyable thing for anybody. But I know that I've spoke to a couple of people, and they feel that me dropping down to normal or hard is the better thing to do, because then they aren't worried about whether I'm going to die. I did originally play hardcore because I needed to stand out as a new YouTuber, but over the year and I've been doing YouTube, I've noticed that really it's about doing things that you enjoy, not doing things to get you views. That's something that I learned, and I am probably going to talk about that at some point in the future with maybe a YouTube series. But one door is closed in Soaring No Longer, but no doubt another one will open.